So it's recently been announced that you're going to front BT Sports Champions League coverage. I'm sure you're very excited about that.
Oh no, it's a great opportunity to work with the Champions League and for BT Sport. I think it's unquestionably the club competition in world football, and I worked with it before. I did about 4 years for Al Jazeera, beIN Sports they're now called, a number of years ago when they were based in London. They went to Doha, so whilst they asked me, which was very kind of them, to go there that often, 15 weeks a year, whatever it is, would have been too much. So it's lovely to have the opportunity to do it again, and regular live football as well, which is great. So we've got that. I've got the FA Cup for the BBC, Match of the Day. It's just, I'm hugely passionate about football, as people know. Why wouldn't I be? So, to do that for BT is great, very exciting. New venture, exciting. Not only doing just half of it, we do the whole thing every Tuesdays and Wednesdays. So. And big games sometimes from the studio, occasionally out on the road when we can for the big games, etc. So, massively exciting. It's a great competition.
Yeah, still hugely popular competition. Who do you think will be the likely front runners in the Champions League? And there's obviously some.
Apart from the obvious, Barcelona have been absolutely superb, haven't they, last season? And that front three, quite dynamic, aren't they? Really special. So. There were the usual suspects, whether Bayern Munich can strengthen, and obviously Real Madrid are always going to be a threat. And English clubs, I would say, probably just Chelsea realistically at the moment. I was surprised at Chelsea's. They had one bad night, didn't they? But one of those nights where if you get half your team off the pace, then you're in trouble, and that's what happened to them. I think it's a bit of a one-off because they were so strong last season. I think they can win it. They can be competitive, no question. Jose's so smart. Yeah. After that, I'm not so sure. I think all three of them will try and strengthen quite a lot this summer. The other sides in the Champions League. So, let's wait and see a little bit on who they bring in. But it's not always easy changing a side and being immediately successful. So, Manchester City had a disappointing season following a very good season. So I think they'll definitely freshen up. And they need to introduce, probably a little bit of youth, a little bit of pace into their side. Arsenal, I don't think, are far off. They can compete. They generally get found wanting against the very best. If they could just, a little bit more strength, perhaps down the middle, and a world-class goal scorer, but few and far between. Yeah. So I don't think they're far short. And Manchester United's still in the transitional phase. I don't seriously think. I think they're going to bring in a lot of players this summer.
If half of them that have been rumoured come in, they're going to spend a lot of money.
Well, I think they are going to spend a lot of money. From what I hear, he wants big changes, and he's getting the club's backing. So I think we can expect a lot of new faces. But that's not always easy to gel together, as we've seen in the last two seasons with Liverpool and Tottenham, for example, when they've spent vast amounts of money having lost big stars. So it's not easy. So I would say Chelsea are probably our only realistic candidates to actually win the thing. Yeah. But I think we'll do better. We've got to do better. Last season was, to get no quarter-finalists is just not really acceptable for a league like the Premier League. No.